Hillary Clinton is attacking Republicans on Twitter again. Someone get her away from the phone. This time, she's blaming them for making it hot outside. Clinton's jab came as a response to a left-wing think tank's post about hot temperatures this summer. She tweeted, "Hot enough for you? Thank a MAGA Republican. Or better yet, vote them out of office." Lee, what is it about this person who has held such esteemed offices that thinks that that is commensurate with the dignity of such and her reputation and experience, which frankly, in my opinion, outweighs her consistent need to dig around in the dirt?
She's broken. But what's the craziest about this is how much of this is deliberate tactics to win political campaigns and get power. They need to divide people. They need to fire up their base and getting them to blame the other side. You can never have a United States of America with this kind of approach. And if you're that passionate about climate change, if you really want to stop it, why aren't you talking about China? Exactly. Why aren't you talking about these other nations that ramp up emissions? And meanwhile, here in New York and all across the United States, you have new innovation by corporations and government-private partnerships working where emissions are able to go down. But you don't capitalize on that. You don't get power. So, yeah, she's been broken by the right. But a lot of this is deliberate as a tactic to gain more power. And that's the worst part of it, because it will just continue to fracture our country.
It seems like she's been broken by common sense. I mean, we all remember the solar panel debacle that was in the Obama administration, right? How much... Exactly. And I just feel like it's so trite, Harris. It's as if you chat GPT'd, how do I make a dig, blame MAGA Republicans without any specificity or without any realism, which is what all Americans deserve, irrespective of your party and the tactics you think will work.
Come on. She gave us deplorables. Do you really think she cares? Because I'm not under the disillusion that she cares about anybody other than herself. I am mystified to know, why does she need a power grab? My goodness, she had so much of it and still couldn't beat anybody to get into that White House on her own. She had to marry into the family to get there.
She needs her next speaking engagement at like $1 million a pop or whatever they are. I'm tired of her just people in general politicizing everything from COVID to climate change to other things. And Lee said exactly what I would have said as well. It is disingenuous to bring up climate change if you're not holding China and India and the highest carbon emitters responsible. So unless you're going to say in the same tweet that you want to call out China and India and many others, not just MAGA Republicans, because let me tell you, MAGA Republicans, their fraction of carbon emissions is much lower than the rest of these people that she continues to be soft on.
And Cassie, the reality is, this is dangerous. Right. Americans are at risk, especially the elderly and the infirm who have issues with heating and their air conditioning systems and the like. So for her to come out and self-serve in such a trite, polarizing fashion also really sort of undermines the severity of this that all Americans are facing.
That's right. I'm sitting there going, oh, is she tweeting this from her luxury private plane? Because it seems like they always are.
We don't.
Right? The hypocrisy.
But it's Carrie's wife's, not his.
Oh,
right?
Sure. He just gets to utilize benefit
Can't
of
they
marriage.
all get on the private plane at some point? I mean, we don't know.
Plane pool
I would imagine
or something.
It's big.
But to your point, and those are the very people she's talking about, the MAGA Republicans, all of you regular people, is essentially, it's the elites, and then now the MAGA Republicans are just everybody else, right? And that's where it's so frustrating to all of us average folks, is that there is this continued, not just division of left and right, but the haves and the have-nots, or the have more of, and the you will never be us. And that's where you're really seeing this next echelon of Democrat and liberal division going. And I think that's where, when you talk about who you want to vote for, and that's where people like Donald Trump gain a lot of traction, because he says, I'm not afraid to stand up to them. I'm friends with them. I know them. I know all of their tactics, and I'm happy to go after them.
Do you know the irony of that, though? He has the power and the money that she wishes she did.
Fair.
I mean, yeah.
That's right. That's right. And yet she's the one that ousts deplorables and draws that division. If we shop at Walmart, we matter less.
Ever define
Really?
her.
She's a sore loser, and being a sore loser continues to define who she is today.
And it's going to destroy her legacy. This is what she's going to be remembered, are these later years where she lost and she just kept doubling, tripling down in a way that made her even less and less of a stateswoman. There was a certain track that she was on in her career for herself, and she just blew it all up.
That's right. Bitterness looks good on no one, especially her. Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.